Hey friend, welcome back to The Gentle Reset, your no judgment zone for creating a home that actually works for you. I'm Allison, ADHD home and systems coach, former occupational therapist, and mom of two, and I'm so glad you're here. Last week in episode 28, we went behind the scenes of what actually happens during a room makeover and how I guide clients step by step through the process. Today, we're talking about something almost every ADHD woman experiences but rarely talks about openly. Why clutter keeps coming back even when you're trying. Because if you've ever cleaned, reset, or decluttered a space only to watch it slowly fill back up again, you might start wondering, what's wrong with me? Why can't I keep this up? Why does this keep happening? And today I want to gently shift how you see that. Here's your weekly 3, a mind hack, a home hack, and a highlight to help your home feel lighter, more functional, and easier to maintain. Today, you'll hear why clutter coming back isn't a personal failure. It's feedback from your home. The difference between resets and maintenance, and why ADHD homes need both, and how creating realistic systems makes spaces easier to keep up long after decluttering. Next week, we're focusing on one small space that makes the biggest difference, your kitchen counters, and 5 simple things you can reset right away. Don't forget to follow along now so you don't miss it. Let's jump in. Here's the mindset shift I want you to hear today. Clutter coming back is not proof you failed, it's feedback. Homes are lived-in spaces. They aren't meant to stay frozen in a finished state like a museum, especially if you have kids. That's an impossible expectation to live up to. But many ADHD women believe the goal is to finally get it together and never struggle again. So when clutter returns, the thoughts sound like, I knew this wouldn't last. I can never stay consistent. Why even try if it just comes back? Other people don't struggle like this. And that's usually the moment the shame cycle starts. Because clutter returning feels personal, like evidence that you didn't try hard enough. But what's actually happening is much simpler. Your home is showing you where support systems or rhythms may need adjusting. Nothing has gone wrong. It's not a sign you messed up. It's just information. ADHD homes especially need ongoing rhythms and resets, not one-time fixes. The question changes from, why can't I stay on top of this, to what would make this easier today? Because homes aren't meant to stay finished. They're meant to change and adjust as life evolves. One reason clutter feels like it keeps coming back is because most people don't realize there are actually 2 different home skills happening, reset and maintenance. So what's the difference between maintenance and resets? A reset is the action of bringing a space back to baseline or its original working state. It's tidying, putting things back, clearing surfaces, resetting your space so it works again after everyday life happens. Resets work best in short bursts, not all-day cleaning sessions. And resets can happen at different points in your day, not just at night. For example, a quick morning reset before leaving the house so you don't come back to visual clutter. A short midday reset during a natural transition, like after the kids come home from school or before starting the next task. Or something simple like a kitchen reset that brings your main space back to baseline, which we'll actually talk more about next week. Short resets prevent overwhelm because you're not starting from zero every time. Now, maintenance looks a little different. Maintenance isn't about deep cleaning or starting over. It's what makes resets easier over time. It's what happens after everything has a home. It's the small daily actions that keep a space from tipping back into overwhelm. Putting things back where they belong, clearing surfaces regularly, and noticing when a space needs a quick reset before it builds up again. Because when items have clear homes, decisions get easier. You're not wondering where something goes, you're not moving piles around, you're just returning things to their place. Maintenance means supporting a space as you live in it instead of restarting it again and again. It's the difference between small resets along the way and feeling like you need an all-day cleanup to just catch up. And if putting something away takes 5 steps, your brain will naturally avoid it. That's why maintenance works best in ADHD homes when it's simple, visible, and easy to repeat. So this reminds me of a client I worked with during a room makeover. We focused on her office space, which had become overwhelming over time. Papers, supplies, and unfinished decisions had slowly taken over her workspace. She had tried to organize before, but nothing really stuck. Together, we decluttered the space and created clear homes for everything she actually used. She told me Allison was very patient and responsive. Her encouragement helped me process and let go of things I'd been holding on to. And what stood out wasn't just how the room looked afterward, it was what happened months later. During her maintenance check-in about 3 months after we finished, she shared that she had been able to maintain a clear desk and functional workspace. She shared, "I love that everything has a home and I feel so much more relaxed when I walk in." That's when the real shift happened, when the space stopped feeling like something she had to keep fixing and started feeling like something she could actually keep up with. If clutter keeps coming back in your home and you're starting to feel discouraged, I want you to know this is something we can figure out together. Sometimes you don't need more motivation or another organizing hack. It's about understanding what's getting in the way right now. That's exactly what we do inside a curiosity call. We talk about what feels stuck, what your home needs most in the season, and which space would feel easiest to start with. You can find the link to schedule your curiosity call in the show notes when you're ready. Here's what I want you to remember today. Clutter returning doesn't mean you failed. It means your home is asking for support, rhythms, and adjustments. Resets bring a space back to baseline. Maintenance makes that baseline easier to keep up with. And when a space is designed to work with your real life, keeping up stops feeling so exhausting. Well, that's it for today, friend. Thank you for being here and spending this time with me today. If this episode resonated with you, or if you've been listening for a while, I'd love it if you left a quick review. It helps more ADHD women find this kind of support too. Remember, one small shift at a time creates momentum. You're doing better than you think, and I'm so proud of you. See you next week on the Gentle Reset for another weekly 3.